Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback. On first down, Gibson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Looking to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with the W.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down carry for Harris. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Gibson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. An option handoff given to Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. It's caught inside the 25. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
On 1st and 10, Gibson got his man complete over the middle. That's Ford. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Off-play action. Gibson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense returns to the field. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Simmons. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw again. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Simmons. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He finds his man complete. It's Stevenson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down. Gibson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Gibson forced out to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Out of the gun now on third down. He finds his man, complete. That's Simmons. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 28 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
18.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They'll try and throw for it here. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Bengals are going to have a first down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
19 strike, 19, Pioneer, 70 Ranger.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 10 yards out. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it is 42-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive.
Gibson.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Gibson. And that's going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
No, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
They accepted the risk, and it was rewarded. What a catch on 4th down to create a 1st down situation. But one more time, what a catch.
And what a catch. It was close, perilously close to a turnover on downs, but picked up. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2nd and 6. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 28. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 7. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. So the challenge there not successful, and now they'll be left with only 1 timeout. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around.
Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. To throw on second down, Gibson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gibson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Looking to throw on second down. Gibson dancing to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, and a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Being chased out left. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati, and even 60 yards. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. That one looks like he'll throw here. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
On 1st and 10, Gibson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll set up a throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got a man, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
19 right.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Warriors, 17.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Boy, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed asleep.
So for the Bengals, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time.